Hey guys, Mike from blackbearcustomkydex. I have a cool sheath to show you today. This one is going to Ryan out in Montezuma, Colorado. So let's check this thing out. He asked for a sheath for his ESEE Junglas and his SE3, and he wanted an ESEE pouch and an Exotech Nano Striker XL on there. So let's get all those close-ups in there right off of the actual items. So for those of you who haven't checked out Exotech, they make some of the best fire starting gear on the market. So if you're looking for a ferro rod or something, this is usually what I recommend. Either this or the fire rod that they make, which looks like this. Just a quick rundown on these things. You actually have a replaceable rod, so once you buy the whole system, it'll come with the handle and the rod. Then you only have to replace the rods and you keep the same handle, which is awesome. Not only because you already know it's a good comfortable handle, it's got nice texturing in case it's wet, but you also have a watertight capsule on here for stowing like tinder or anything like that. So same kind of deal with this. You have on one side it unscrews and you've got your rod, and on the other side it unscrews and you have yourself a striker. So really awesome watertight compact system there. So anyway, he asked for the whole thing to be in Kryptek Mandrake, and he sent me his OD green ESEE pouch, you can see. So let's take a look at how I have that attached. This is pretty much my go-to setup for an ESEE pouch. How I attach it: it has 4 grommets, one in each corner, and if at all possible, I attach through 3 attach points, which I've done here. Most of the time you can only get 2, but Junglas is obviously a big knife, so you can see there's 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th corner is screwed down, but only, so you can see that black plate below it. It's only screwed down to that plate. So that plate is also Kydex. It's 1/8 of an inch thick, so it's super sturdy. So you get very, very little flex, even if you're actively trying to. Yeah. So anyway, it's riveted through the sheath on three corners, and then through that 4th corner just through the plate. So it's on there, really rugged, not going anywhere. Awesome little setup. The Exotech Nano Striker XL. So this guy has a little bit of a trick to it, and it's not much of a trick, but just sort of, you want to go, my recommendation would go from the tip end of the, essentially go from the bottom as it's hanging. You want to do a downward draw. You can go the other way. It's just a little bit of a tight squeeze because of this curve here. So any which way you want to do it. And I believe he sent me his Nano Striker XL. If not, you're getting a free one. Pretty sure it's his. But I've got some shot cord on there. So all you have to do is just stretch it up over. Make sure it's looped on there. The loop itself is probably enough to retain it. And since this is never going to change size like a normal ferro rod would as you use it, you could probably get away with just using the loop. But it's always just better to be safer and have that shot cord on there just in case. Let's see, what else do we have here? He had also asked for a leather dangler. So being mandrake, I think it lends itself pretty well to going either direction, black or brown. But I had this really nice mahogany color dye, so I got that on here, and I think it matches pretty well with the brown that's in the sheath already in the mandrake. So that's why I chose this over black. I think that looks really sharp, and you can see got the logo in there, and then I've also put his initials there. Ryan is his first name. I don't give last names out, but RH. So it looks pretty nice. All right, you guys are waiting for it, so I'm gonna give it to you. I got the clicks, Kydex clicks. Just got this SE3 going in, nice and smooth. Good click going in, and there's no rattle or play. Nice and easy to draw out. Really nice. Now we got the meat and potatoes here. Nice and smooth and big old click. So that came out really well. Super pleased with this. And he didn't request it, but I decided I would throw it in there just because I like doing them. And the factory sheath has one, and this is an upgrade all around, so why not? So I threw in, you probably already noticed it, but that slide lock there. So I'm just straight up copying the concept from, I don't know if ESEE invented the slide lock. That'd be an interesting detail to know, but they have it on their factory ESEE 5 sheath and on the factory Junglas sheath at least. So anyway, how that works is you can see the Kydex spreads here. So you've got this channel, this milled slot, and a Chicago screw going through it. And when it's all the way, when it's at the furthest point away from the handle of the knife, obviously it's going to be its loosest. And you can see as I push that screw up higher, it starts to button up, starts to hold that Kydex in closer together. So once it's up there, it's really difficult to get that Junglas out. I think you could probably overpower it and just, rip it right out. I don't think that would, it won't harm the sheath any to do that, but the point isn't necessarily to make it. Sorry guys, it's early. The point isn't necessarily to make it impossible to draw it out. It's to make it, lock it in there so it's unreasonably difficult to pull out. So it's not just going to get taken out. It's not going to fall out if you drop it. Sucker's in there pretty tight. So, and then all you have to do to unlock it is just slide it back down. Alright, let's check out real quick the actual draw on it. So when I say actual draw, I mean, when it's hanging on your waist, is it comfortable to use? Super easy to get that ESEE 3 out. Pretty easy to get that Junglas out. Yeah, this thing works great. So, alright, that is pretty much all I have on this. Oh, real quick, he'd also asked if I could throw a couple attach points for a sling on there. So we have the D-ring that functions for the dangler. You can just clip into with whatever sling you have, and then I added that D-ring there at the bottom as well. So, alright Ryan, I hope you like this sheath, brother. This thing is going to be a lot of fun for you, I'm sure. I think it came out really nice, and may you get many years of good use out of it. For those of you out there in YouTube land, thank you for tuning in, and if you like this sheath, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell if you want to receive notifications when I upload new videos, and be sure to comment down below, let me know what you think of this thing. Share with all your buddies, and stick around for the next one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. God bless.